So, how is Gramin Bharti running? Let me read it out for you. Sometimes, when someone asks me how is Gramin Bharti running, I go silent. Not because there is no answer, but because there's too many emotions standing at the edge of my throat. Pain, pride, gratitude, exhaustion, hope, disappointment, belief, all mixed together. Gramin Bharti is not just an organization, it's a journey, it's a responsibility. It's a promise we made to ourselves and to the villages we come from. We started Gramin Bharti in 2019. At that time, we were students of rural development sitting in classroom, learning theories of development, livelihood, education, governance and policy. But outside those classrooms, we already had seen reality. We had seen villages in Jharkhand where education was a luxury, where children walked for miles, where livelihood were uncertain, where schemes existed only on paper, where support never reached the last person. We did not want to become professionals who only spoke about change, but we wanted to be people who worked for change. When we secured first prize in Swachh Bharat Abhiyan at university level, something shifted inside us. That moment was not about a certificate or recognition, it was a mirror showing us what was possible. We gathered and decided that we would not limit ourselves to classroom, libraries, and assignments. We decided to step into communities where resources were limited and voices were unheard. The decision gave birth to Gramin Bharti. In the beginning, everything was raw. There was no roadmap, no funding, no experience in running organization, no belief, no commitment, only the courage of young students who wanted to do something meaningful. That followed still feels real. Our fellow Archimvarians stood with us, they believed in us before the world did. At one point, we had more than 200 volunteers, students from different disciplines giving their time, energy, skills, and hearts. Starting so early in life and working at the grassroots was best experience we could have asked for. We grew the organization like a baby, slowly, carefully, passionately. We were the decision makers, we were the implementers, we were the ones answering phone calls, writing proposals, organizing events, traveling to villages, sitting with communities. Our impact was visible on ground. People saw it, people felt it. Villages trusted us, parents trusted us, students trusted us. Many times, people would stop and say, I cannot imagine students doing such a great work that even top organizations with crores of funding were unable to do. Those words still echo inside me. Everything felt organized and smooth. We built systems, teams, programs, credibility. Our online presence grew. We reached students across India. Students from different states wanted to intern with us. They wanted to learn the grassroots work. They wanted to contribute. We organized rural winter camps, training, workshops, community events. Even each program was designed with sensitivity, context. Nothing was copied, nothing was superficial. The volunteers who joined Gramin Bharti did not just volunteer, they transformed. They learned how real development work happens. They learned humility, leadership, accountability. Today, many of them are working in reputed organizations, institutions, and sectors. They still tell us how Gramin Bharti shaped their thinking and values. One of the most impactful initiatives has been the Higher Education Mentorship Program. Through this, we had helped hundreds of students from rural and marginalized backgrounds who had dreams but no guidance. We helped them secure admission to top universities in India and abroad. We helped them with application, statement, interview, and confidence. For many families, this was first time someone went to a university outside their village. But if there is one program that truly carries the soul of Gramin Bharti, it's the Gramin Bharti Nishulk Ratri Pathshala. This program is still running. This program has kept the organization alive. In the remote tribal areas of Khunti, Jharkhand, where students struggle the most, where education stops after sunset, we decided to start this Nishulk Ratri Pathshala. We did not just teach curriculum. We do not just prepare students for exams. We work on holistic development, confidence, communication, curiosity, discipline, values, and dreams. We sit with students, we listen to them, we walk with them. For many of these children, this space is the first time they have felt seen, the first time someone believed in their potential. Running this program has never been easy, but it has always been worth it. As the years passed, reality also started showing a harsher side. Funding became a constant struggle. We tried everything. Written proposals, meeting people, built networks, applied for grants. Sometimes the person who promised support disappeared. Sometimes documentation become a barrier. Sometimes the system itself felt designed or destined to exhaust small grassroots organizations. Recently, we struggle to even renew our 12A ATG, something that is essential for any non-profit, something that should be a facilitative process. But it required financial investment. It required navigating a system where things rarely move without middlemen. For an organization working honestly at the grassroots, this was heartbreaking. We do not have crores, we do not have corporate backers, we have integrity and impact. There were moments of deep disappointment, moments where we questioned whether passion is enough, moments where silence from supporters felt louder than criticism. We have always believed that people who were part of Gramin Bharti in its early days, who saw its growth, who benefited from it, would come back one day. In the hope we continue, in the belief we continue. Gramin Bharti today may not look as active as it once did, but it is not dead. It's breathing, surviving, holding on. Every night class that runs, every child that learns, every student that dreams is proof that Gramin Bharti still matters. When someone asks how Gramin Bharti is running, I want to say this. It is running on belief, on memories of impact, on unpaid labor and silent sacrifices, on the love of volunteers who never forget, on the trust of communities who still open their doors. It is running because giving up would mean abandoning everything we stood for. We may not have funding today, but we have credibility. We may not have numbers, we have depth. We may not be visible everywhere, but wherever we are present, we are rooted. Gramin Bharti is not a project, it's a lived experience. It taught us development is slow, system is unequal, and intentions are tested constantly. But it also taught us that young people can lead, the students can create impact, the grassroots work is powerful. If you believe in education, rural development, tribal empowerment, honest grassroots work, Gramin Bharti exists for you. We are still here, still trying, still believing, still working. And maybe someday when someone asks how is Gramin Bharti running, I will smile and say it is running because people still care. Because changes does not always shout. Sometimes it quietly survives and waits to rise again. Thank you. Hamara Prayas Gramin Vikas. So this was a very short blog which I have recently wrote. You can read this blog in Gramin Bharti's website. I'm kind of very emotional while reading it and while also writing it, because there's lots of emotion which is connected. I'm sure whoever has linked with us directly or indirectly could relate with what I'm saying. Hopefully your support will continue and we will keep on doing the good work, keep on trying our best to survive, not just survive, but to push the organization up to a certain extent where everyone knows and get benefit from it. So thank you very much.